Hey everyone, let's talk about the American Revolution. We all know the story, right? No taxation without representation. The fight for liberty. The birth of a new nation. But what if I told you there's a more complicated side to this story? One that involves slavery. It's a tough topic, but understanding our past, in all its complexity, is super important. So, when we think of the revolution, we picture founders like Thomas Jefferson, the man who wrote the powerful words, "All men are created equal." But here's the uncomfortable truth. Jefferson, and many other founding fathers, were slave owners. At the same time, they were demanding freedom from British tyranny. They were denying that very same freedom to hundreds of thousands of enslaved people. This is a huge contradiction, and it's right at the heart of the nation's founding. The British actually played a role in this too. In 1775, a British governor named Lord Dunmore issued a proclamation. He offered freedom to any enslaved person who'd escape their patriot masters and fight for the British Army. Thousands took him up on the offer, risking everything for a chance at liberty. For many slave-owning colonists, this was terrifying. It wasn't just a political disagreement anymore. It was a threat to their entire economic system and way of life, which was built on the backs of enslaved people. This fear pushed many wavering colonists to support independence. They saw breaking away from Britain as a way to protect their property, which included human beings. So, while the North was beginning to question and slowly abolish slavery, for many in the South, the revolution was also about securing their right to continue the institution of slavery without British interference. Looking at the American Revolution through this lens doesn't diminish the ideals of liberty and equality. Instead, it shows us how tangled and difficult the fight for freedom has always been. The founders created a nation with a promise of liberty, but it was a promise that wouldn't apply to everyone for a very, very long time. Understanding this part of our history helps us see why the struggles for civil rights and true equality continued long after 1776 and are still relevant today. Thanks for watching and taking the time to explore this complex topic with me. If you found this interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history. See you next time.